Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first day of our homeschool group. This is a recap of the fun that we had today. It's St. Patrick's Day. As you can see off to the corner over here, I've got a little friend from Ireland who doesn't seem to think it's any intrusion to be able to come into anyone's home during this social distancing time. Anyway, I wanted to let you know what we did, so in case you were gone, you could catch up, or if you wanted to review what we did, that works too. So here is the curriculum that we used. For today, I'm going to share my screen with you. There we go. All right, so I've got a Google Doc of the curriculum, which you should have already seen by now. And if you need a link to that curriculum, I'm happy to send it to you again. Or if you know anybody that would like to participate, just let us know. These are the supplies that we're using for this first round of the curriculum. And here is where we started today. We looked at how to make a 4-leaf clover using origami. This is a fun little YouTube video. You can do that with really any YouTube video. After we made our 4-leaf clovers, we studied pumpkins. Now, I am not a pumpkin biologist or a botanist of any sort. I am a human anatomist, so I was really just winging it with the pumpkin thing, but it was a lot of fun because the theme for this week is growth, and the theme for today is starting from scratch. So we looked at pumpkin seeds. We have a bunch of different seeds actually, but pumpkin was one of them. We took a look at the nutrition of pumpkin seeds, which you can see here. Again, my point was just to show that a seed can nutrify itself as it grows. So then from there, we did some fun activities. As you can see, here's the curriculum. So we made our origami leaves. We looked at the anatomy of a seed, and then we counted our seeds. So we took a number of different seeds. I'm going to show them to you here. Here we go. We took a number of different seeds and we counted the seeds. We looked at the outside anatomy of the seed and actually drew them in a sketchbook. So here's Jackson's sketchbook. And what you can see here is one of his drawings. He happened to do pumpkin seed first. So I had the kids draw the seed, then I had them measure the long axis and the short axis of the seed and record that here in their sketchbook. I've actually created a Google sheet that's attached to our curriculum sheet. Here it is again. So on the second tab of the curriculum sheet is a tab called gardening. And what I'd like everyone to do, if you participate in this, is to record the data from your book in here. We're still going to use the books, but this way we can keep it electronically. And then I asked the kids to plant them, and we used this potting dirt that we supplied and the seed starters, and we planted them, and I asked the kids to place half of each of the different seeds in a sunny place and half of each of the different seeds in a dark place. So here is what Jackson did. You can see that here. So here's the fun mess that we had for today. And this is the dark place where Jackson put it. And then here's a light place. And then he watered the seeds, and we're going to track their growth. So you'll notice also that in the Google Sheet, we've got different days for, I'll switch to that here. We've got different days for each of the measurements, and we're just going to do sprout length like that. We'll just take a ruler and measure it. We'll do it tomorrow, which should be a sprout length of 0. And then 1 week from now, and then 1 week from tomorrow, and then another week, and we'll see where we're at in a month. And somewhere in here between day 21 and day 28 is when I expect the seedlings to sprout. If they do, hopefully they do, cross our fingers. And then from there, I'll add more columns so that we can take more measurements. So let's see, after we looked at the number of seeds and described the seeds, then we switched gears completely, and we saw a video on Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. The reason why we're doing this for our reading activity is by the time we're done in about a month, it will be the anniversary of when we remember that Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. And so I wanted to remember his life in some way. So we started watching this video, which of course they all said, oh, we've all seen the video, not a big deal. But here's the website that we used. Basically any I Have a Dream speech website will work. And I just happened to find the original copyrighted typewritten speech from Martin Luther King. So you're welcome to go to that site. That happens to be from the Archives website. I think that was pretty cool. So you can have your kid read that, but what they're doing is they are reading a chapter a night from this book that I supplied, and in their sketchbook, they're recording just 3 words of thoughts that they had from reading that chapter, and they actually started that with the video. So I asked them to share the thoughts with you as well. Make sure you ask them to, and have them reflect on what that means. So a lot of the journaling we're going to be doing just during this curriculum is writing down, but it can also be in pictures. If the kids prefer to draw pictures, I'm perfectly fine with that as well. The whole point is to have them self-reflect. Okay, so we did that, and we did that. Okay, great. I think that was it. So let me know if you have any questions. Tomorrow, we're gonna do some fun sewing, or I should say weaving. We're gonna do some weaving tomorrow as we start looking at patterns in 2 dimensions. We're gonna build up to patterns in 3 dimensions, and we'll finish out the week with a fun Lego activity. So we have weaving and spirograph and Legos to look forward to for the rest of the week. Okay, we'll send you another update after we're done tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Bye.